just need to feel nothing to make it easier to turn away and leave. Maybe we're a phantom flame, so why do I keep holding out my hand to get burned? I don't wanna clash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away, away, yeah. I don't wanna crash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away. Breaking apart, seeing the end. We have nothing to say. Maybe it's hard to understand that there's nothing left to fight for, and there's nothing left to say. I don't wanna crash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away, away, yeah. I don't wanna crash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away.
I've been treading water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn. I've been seeing farther
Hello, everybody. Skittles, hello, how are you doing today? It's Nabrion, good morning. UK is disgusting. It's hot. Apparently, it's thunderstorm warning for later. Riley, hello, how are you doing? How are you today, Skittles? How are you today, Riley? I've actually checked if this worked. Main menu, start, select. It works! It works! Good, good. Nice. Good to see you guys. You too. Why is that printout 500? Where did I put some weird thing? If I go to the graph, where is it coming from? Been wanting a copy for a while now. Or BRB. Just do it. I've had 3 already today, so I think that's enough for today. Right, so I wanted to finish up this UI task. And so, what was the next part? So I got the scrolling working. I now need to actually construct this based off of a data table. Might be a good thing. And so when you get all the data from the data table, these are somehow absolutely perfectly aligned. Like, literally pixel perfect. It's a miracle. Scroll box. What can you actually customize from a scroll box? I've never used one before. Oh, there's a scroll box thickness. Well, that would have been helpful to know yesterday. Right, so that's the thickness of that. 9's a weird amount, but whatever. Allow. Disable to stop scroll bar from activating. Fine. Oh, there's actually 2 things I need to figure out. One is, I've designed this whole system, but I forgot to think about how exactly I'm going to notify the things that these are selected. So like, in here, we can, do that, but I need to actually pass the event to this thing somewhere. Weirdly, clicking in here does that. Now, can I add... in this card, is there any way that I can add something that says it's selected without making... basically need to make a button. You know what? Instead of spending 13 working days trying to come up with some custom solution, let's just ask the AI. Tell the AI, I made this thing. How can you fix it for me? Where is it? There it is. Assist. What are they inside of? It's a scroll box, right? Compile and save that. Stack box. Scroll box. Box. There's got to be an easy way to do it. To make your entire card clickable, you have several options. Use a button as the base controller. Ew. That really work? Can you just wrap an entire thing as a button in Unreal Engine like that? Will that work? Let's see. I'm gonna close you for now. I'm gonna close you for now because I've clicked on you wrong like 3 times now. And then I need basic button. We don't care. There's the cars. So it reckons that I can take the... That's a border. What does the border do? There's the size box. So there's an overlay. If we go and we wrap this with a button, what happens? Okay, compile, save, play. Main menu, start. We'll select. So that kind of works. I just need to make it so that it does. I want zero. So this has padding in it already. So if I set that to 0, what happens? Whoops. No, we want to take the overlay and modify the padding on the overlay. So 0 does what? It does that, which doesn't help me at all. Doesn't help me at all. I got rounded box, fixed radius on that. Why is there so much padding for... Oh, normal padding. What does that do? Okay, fantastic. But how do I make you a bit, like, larger? There's a few options. I could rebuild the internals of the button, or if I can just get this to be the size that I want, then weirdly that's correct, but there's a size box. Fine. I don't know why you're open. So I go to you. You're correctly sized except for the weird extra spacing. I delete that. Wait, hold on. What if I just do this? Now add a button there. Then we set the button as the first item. Set the button to the max size. And then we set that to 0. Now we've got all the properties of the button. And then I can just use the on clicks to modify everything in here. So now if I click play, pause, main menu, start, level select. Works. I want to try something before we do that. Border, let's select user color, C, go to U, select user color, control B. Wait, can I? This might work better then. We set the outline to the same color. Ah, that's not gonna work. I need to wrap the whole thing in the button. Because what will happen now is the button won't trigger because there's stuff in front of it. Because if I go main menu, start that. See, there's stuff in front of it. So I do need to either make it invisible or wrap it. What if I wrap you?
Just break my
Oops. Let's try wrap the size box in the button like we did earlier. 'Cause at least that got better sizing. Although, does the sizebox have... Sizebox has some padding on it. 0. Okay. Then 0. See, that makes it too large now, because that's the size it used to be.
just break my
There we go. Does that work now? It's not doing it on hover. Wait, let's see. On hover, normal, hover, make it red. Compile, save, play, start, main menu. Aha, it does work. Nice. Cool, so that works. And I should have access to make that a variable. Yes.
If you wanna be a wonder, baby, come and show it. Tell me what you feel in your heart and your soul. There's nothing I would take for granted. With me, we'll make it through. Takes two hearts to fix heartbreak. We grew apart, I made a mistake, but I'll try to make it up to you, my darling. Ooh. Do I wanna be a real wonder? Heaven lifts me up from under. Wishing I could be somehow stronger now, so I can find.
So let's go button. Just call it button. So what we're going to do is we're going to override everything to 0. Normal padding, press padding, save. Then normal foreground. Weird. Aha, there we go. So normal is going to be 0. Hover 0.
I wish I could tell you that I want you here with me, but you'll never love me like the way we used to be. Too far from Saturn, lost in the patterns. Where's the stars align so we could be free? Palms are sweaty, knees unsteady. I can't see my head on straight. Heart is heavy, wasn't ready. Don't think I can see your face. Now we're just friends. How long till that ends? It feels like forever away.
So on click. Hover. And hover. So first and foremost, two ways I can do this. I can either set up a delegate that broadcasts the map name associated when we click on this, so that becomes the selected one that we then broadcast. I've just seen the auto captions and they make no sense to me. Super weird. Let's have a look. So option 1 is we store the currently selected map from this menu, right? And what we do is we broadcast, or we say somewhere that we want to, do this. The other option is we have a return on this that we basically call the on click of this function that we can then react to outside of it. I'm not quite sure how that would work yet. Weirdly, this might be the easier option. we somehow need to return the index back to the parent class so we know which one is collected. Let's worry about those there. Put that there for now. Then let's sort out the hover. So when we hover, we're going to change the... Oh, what is this thing? Is it a border? That's not helpful. Make the whole thing go away. Yeah. So it's the border. So we're going to change the border. Border. Yet. Do we set the color somewhere? Set selection. That adjusts the brush for that. It's kind of what we want to do. We want to change the tint. So what do we want to change? We want to change the brush color of this. So set brush color. That's what we want. So single in brush. Are we using this anyway? Find references by name. Yeah, but if I go and I delete this, it's actually not being helpful. I click compile. This is fine. Yeah, that's what I thought. Promote to a variable. Compiled, save. And we're going to call this default FAULT brush. Default order color. Let's use the UK version. Like that. Hover. Hold on. You don't have to hashtag it, it's fine. So we're going to have that. Default. I prefer that way of spelling default, it makes more sense. How are you doing today, Hellcat? Actually, we want that under that there. Fuck that there, delete that. Oh wait, that's the wrong way around. Whoops. Anime Rain, hello. Andy Codes Web, how are you doing? Afternoon chat. Hello friends, what are we making today, Sana? We are doing more card things, but we are getting the logic for the card things to work. So the moment we have card things that don't do very much. Other than you can see there's, because I haven't adjusted it, as I hover now, you can see the color changes. So we can tell which ones have all been hovered now. But basically I'm putting all the logic that I need for this. Which surprisingly is a lot more. I'm not too bad, I'm glad to hear it. So we want that, like that. Then we want that to be the same. That's there, cool. So those two instances are done. So many level 1s. Yeah, this is not actually constructed yet. Basically, my game consists of you doing level 1 12 times. It's the same map, just 12 times. It looks like there's a lot of content, but there isn't. And you have to complete level 1 12 times to finish the game. Having a scroll bar is really complicated because I'm trying to scroll, it keeps zooming in. Every time I try to I think, oh, let me just scroll up. Apparently don't click it either. Some people hate change. You have a target audience here. True. 12 of the exact same level. It's brilliant. Hello, how are you doing? Easy, new content, change time, night mode, add more enemies. True. I'll just add a night mode. I'll do 6 and 6. The first 6 is daytime, the second 6 is nighttime. Or I'll switch it up. Bit tired, bit headache. You? I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good, thank you. Yeah! Stop stealing my stuff! Ah, you're stealing my code now. Alright, I need to actually add the color. I've changed this thing and I never added the color. So if we go to the border, I need to set this. Okay. Last 6 are pitch black. You need to buy a lights tower to see stuff. The VIP spam. That's actually not a bad idea. I do kind of like that. Correction, mod spam. That could be super cool if we have Unreal Engine. Use Unreal Engine's nighttime system. Posture check. Stretch. Hydrate. Thank you very much, Tunibrion. When I was young, I used to spend so much time on one part of my game. I didn't want to progress to unknown territory. I liked being in known territory. Fair enough. You must have hated games where there was fog of war. Where is one level underscore? Nope, that's not what I want. That's what I want. I was actually thinking, because what would this look like at night? Like, the cube looks pretty cool. It becomes very bright at night. So let's just add a... Oh, directional light is not the one we want. We want a point light. And all of a sudden we've made a spooky game. Spooky tower defense game. This will be the we'll make this the Halloween edition. The cube, look into it. Look into it, it's so bright. Actually, what could look really cool is a nighttime map of lava. I even found a lava thing we could use.
Is famous.
How dare! How dare! I'm famous since when? Since when, Riley? Thank you for the text-to-speech, Riley. Oh. We killed one enemy. I didn't realize that these enemies glowed. They're actually terrifying at night. Like, look at that. Just... Arr. That is a lot more terrifying than I was expecting it to be. But that does look pretty cool. Right, now let's stop that and undo everything that I did. Flashbang! Oh, that was so bright, actually. Oh, there we go. We can go back to our water. Man, that feels so bright now. Go back to UI work, nice and calm. One thing, did I ever change this? Default. V, okay. And hover will just be the same, but we'll just slightly increase the color. I want more color, there we go. Save. Now, what I would like to know is why I have... Oh, I know why. Set is unlocked. Begin play. That's begin transition. Why would I want that? Begin play. Event construct. There we go, fine. That's as good as we're gonna get. I don't want the pre-construct. And we want to go and we want to call is unlocked and set it to true. Now we just need to align that. And now if I go play, pause, main menu, start, select level, that did not do what I wanted. But we can see the hover is working. Which reminds me, I need to make some web dev progress today. I've been neglecting a project for 2 weeks. I'm terrible for not keeping up with projects. If you saw how many projects I've started that are just dead to me now. So what is the project you're working on? What are you doing with it? Speaking of which, you also remind me about something I left on ice. What is it? Does my set unlock not actually work? If it's true, it's visible. Huh? Lots of level choices there. What do you mean? It's just level 1. Hey, it finally works. You've got many choices. You have 12 choices of the same thing. What more could you need? Who needs more than 12 choices of the exact same thing? I had a New Year's resolution this year. Finish whatever I start. Trying to break the habit of starting but not finishing. I feel like that's the eternal curse of the dev. Disgusting. These select things are fantastic because I'm just treating them as they're just turning operators. Huh? You ever look at something and it makes no sense to you? Text is complete. Wait. That seems wrong. Why do we set why is the set visibility for something and the way you do it for text different? Is that actually right? Set visibility. Oh. See, now this makes a lot more sense. This is what I was expecting. Okay, so there is something else that was broken in my code. We don't worry about that. Are you using Nanite? Yes. Yes, I am. Actually. I think I am. Yes, yes I am. I am definitely using Nanite. Something weird with the triangles of this stuff. Need to look into that. Merit visualization. Let's look at overdraw. There's a bit of a problem over here. It's not too bad. I've seen it worse, but it could do with some optimization. Man, this view completely tanks my machine. I'm going to run into tech debt issues at some point with this product, I can tell that. Oh, there's a ton of overdraw there. Oh, because of the... Right. Okay, that makes sense, because technically that entire piece behind it is overdraw. Same with that. If I look top down, then the overdraw is not bad at all. So we're going to change the entire game to be top down now, so we don't have to deal with overdraw. Because that's how that works, right? Do you do any instancing? No, but I really should have. What I want to do is this rock, funny enough, is used a few times. Let me see, just keep going. It's used about 100 times. Maybe slightly more. So I can, if I instance this rock or instance a lot of these pieces, it would be a lot better. But it's basically, that rock is the most used asset, so that would help a lot. Yeah, because I mean, what I do is I just instance it and then replace it. I can just go... There was a thing to replace things. There we go. Replace actor with... See, even comes up with an option for instanced. That is a future me problem that I will sort out at some point. At the moment, I can't technically select this level from the main menu. Or as you can see, you can only select level 1, but level 1 isn't encoded. Oh, that's fine. 100 times is nothing. If you're using even more than that, it could be really bad. Unreal is pre-performed by default. Yeah, the way Unreal does some of the stuff with performance is just great. Have you seen the value of the Ancients demo and how much stuff is in there? Like 100 really isn't bad when you look at the thousands of times they've used the same mesh in there, and that's all instanced. And in the instancing, they like fixed a bunch of the overdraw stuff as well. Even that's all instance, but they're used the thousands of different meshes. Yeah. Didn't we want the selection thing to only show when the thing is selected? So but you're not what I want. Oh, there you are. So set selection should be, oh whoops, set selection. I just want to test all the functionality of this. Oh no, wait, everything should be not selected. So let's see, does that work? Save. There's got to be a faster way of doing this. There we go. So that's what it would look like, which actually looks kind of clean. Then when we select it, it changes to the selected. So let's start with just that, and then we'll link all the different pieces together. So on click, we'll take that, and we'll ignore this for now. And then we'll say that that is selected. I'm going to have to do a thing that actually speaks back to the main one and then deselects everything else. Is there... What the heck? Bubbles is attacking. apparently Bubbles has determined that I may no longer have coffee today, because more than 3 cups of coffee would mean that I would bounce off the walls. No, I'll have to. No, I don't want more coffee. Okay, thank you. I have no idea what I'm going to get. It's going to be a surprise. I'll be happy with whatever I get. I might get nothing. I have a surprisingly large stash of coffee at the moment because I got I recently got gifted like a try all these different flavors of coffee. So I got like half a kilo of beans, and then this was on the same weekend that we just bought like 500 grams of beans as well. So I've got like a kilogram of beans in my kitchen. I'm on a minimum of 5 a day. That's a lot of coffee. Just been to Costa Rica and brought home 5 bags of... Oh, that's some good coffee. No more. Apparently no more. Bubbles has spoken. There's a few places I want to visit. And 50 to maybe 80% the reason I want to visit is because of the coffee. Okay, so that's copies of meshes have most data batched, but still a lot of unique data. If you use like ISM or foliage system, it's probably a bit faster because it only a transform and nothing else is unique. Because the whole thing that makes instancing so good, as far as I understand it, Skittles, is it in memories it takes the one thing and just goes, where's this supposed to be, and then this basically draws it all over that mesh wherever it needs to be, versus draw an individual mesh, draw an individual mesh, draw an individual mesh. Wow, say that 3 times fast. We went for the animals, but went to the coffee tour as part of it. Oh, nice. So is that currently your favorite type of coffees from Costa Rica? I'm actually trying a whole bunch of local coffee to the UK. So there was like a local roastery near me. I don't know what you call them. And we've been trying some of theirs. It's been actually really good, really nice. I'm not a... Actually, I just realized something. I don't need this border. As long as I change the color, you can easily see what is selected. So maybe this blue should be the selected color. I hate working with UI. I really do. Costa Rica is normally smooth in my opinion. My wife, who can't drink coffee, actually drinks their light roast. Oh, nice. Okay. Does she not drink coffee because she doesn't like the flavor of sort of the darker ones? Braxton! Ah, it's still the old one. How are you doing today? I see you made some good progress yesterday, although it did seem like another bit of a frustrating stream. Thank you. Ah, that's hot. Thank you. I have like one more frame to do and then it's done. Nice. It looked really good. It was also nice to see some of the color on it, which was cool. Did you find working with the vectors better? Yeah, the flavor, but all the coffee she's ever really tried has been darker roast, chain rubbish, or instant. Oh, I mean, well, that explains why. Yeah, exactly. Which it does in both cases. Even if you make a single copy actor, it still treats it as one mesh, but everything else on actor is unique. Ah. So what I actually should start doing then, Skittles, is when I set up a scene like this, if I've got a few rocks that I want to use, so for example, let's say this one, I should actually start off by sort of putting it over here, the ones that I want to use, like off to the side, replacing it with a static mesh, and then start copying those into my scene so that I populate my scene with the static mesh, sorry, the instanced version, not this one. Might be a better workflow. Did anyone out? Oh, that is trippy. Look at that. I've never seen that before. That is so trippy. What the hell, Unreal? What is that? Nope, I'm done with that. Bucketful doesn't work without vectors, so I found it to be necessary instead of just better. Right, okay. Well, that's good. Proper foliage, or ISM, also treats as one mesh, but only storing a transform per instance. You could just do it with all the foliage, lol. Make each rock a foliage, and then just edit the foliage, just edit it in foliage editor. Oh. Yeah, that would work. If you use open toons, save often and use vectors if you want to color quickly. Nice, okay. What is the next emote that you're going to work on then, Braxton? Making coffee as well. I'm going to vibrate into different dimensions. Thank you. Now I have tea and coffee. How British. Man, I'm going to have to upgrade to dual coasters in my study. Paste the paintbrush or single, then manually transform them to. Ah, I didn't know that. Have to add a new type. The plus button. Oh, static mesh foliage. Real question is, which brand of tea is it? This is English breakfast. From Waitrose. Yeah, one for each type of rock. So first rock. I was first and I joined an hour late. Hi Hexic. Mega scans, level prototyping. Meshes, first rock, save. So then I would just go save it, then there's an option to add a static mesh. V J R M B. I mean, I love these super easy to name words like that. So then Yorkshire or nothing else. Fair enough. I switched audio. Oh, right. Thank you, Anna Marine. Yes. I'll ask what emote you're working on next. Luckily, all my Sunday classes are finished now, so I have no more Sunday classes for the next couple of months. Oh, nice. How feasible is it to have English breakfast every day? Not feasible. Well, at least where I am, not feasible. My biggest issue is time. Because, like, if you see what's involved for full English, I do not have enough time in my day to do that. Very feasible if you could be asked to cook. Exactly. Ingredients wise, it isn't too bad, but it's usually the hassle of trying to cook all that. Like, I do not have enough time. I have 5 emotes planned out, including Screaming Pillow. So there are 4 more to work on when I'm done with Lurk. Nice. I forget the foliage tool just automatically adds a whole bunch of like rotation and stuff. I know that was randomly added, but it actually doesn't look too bad. Actually, I'm a fan of that. Look at that. Look at that rock placement. What? Take the foliage top of the icon. Oh, you mean this? That. So if I want that one or I don't want it, yeah. I clicked the remove button, but it didn't work. Is it erase? Why does it not allow me to go? Weird. I can't delete these. Because you're painting multiple types at once. Oh, you use foliage for when I'm doing things like terrain because I'm too lazy to rotate myself. True, true. But for some reason, it's not detecting my landscape. Oh, well, we'll just go like this. Brush size. Bam. Erase, remove. Nope. I made the size of a small planet. I still can't remove it. Oh, there we go. Ah, I was filtering by landscape. That's why. So it was going anything that was on the landscape wasn't allowed to be removed. Okay, that's my bad. Unreal was being super smart. The problem was the user. Oh. They're also attached to surfaces. Yes! I've used that in one of the other projects that I worked on for the environment I did. I basically painted all the foliage onto like the side of rocks like this. And fun fact, if you move the rock, it then repositions the foliage. So it's like, it's super clever. There's a lot of stuff that they do. Actually, yesterday, like Hexic and I we were kind of complaining about. I think Crimson was also saying that Unreal does all this development and stuff, which is great, but the UI side just feels like it hasn't been touched in so long. There's some of the things that I wish they would just add more to UI, a bit more. I feel like all 3D programs have so much complex UI to update, it's super hard. Yeah. Well, I know that because I was looking at getting hired by one of the companies. All they do, so they do game UI, that's all they do. They do UI for games, and what's weird, and I didn't realize, is it's done using web dev. So the UI is done as like an overlay on top of, well, I mean, that's kind of how the Unreal one works anyway, but they basically make advanced web pages that is the overlay for the game. And I'd seen some of the companies they work with, and I was like, I did not know that that game had essentially a web browser as its user interface. That's more common than you'd think. Yeah. They'd worked with some like really big studios at the time, and I was just like, and I looked at, I actually went back and I looked at the game, and I was just like, I didn't know that. Well, you know, super useful as HTML has all the fields and you don't need to program them in. Yeah. So do you know, what was that game made by Amazon? The new one. Amazon Games. New World had an exploit when it originally came out. Yeah, that's the one. Where people were modifying the HTML in chat because it was a chat box that was actually using HTML to trigger things in the game, and they had to fix it because there was like people using exploits through that. I witnessed that one live. That was like one of the first times I realized. I was like, wait, they're doing it in HTML. I was like, what? And they were able to do like weird things with them. Whoever started HTML really got a huge win. True. They left the XSS in the chat box. Yeah. It was funny. People who were rendering all sorts of naughty stuff in the server chat. Yes. It was a shit show. That's my favorite was I played like the beta, and you know it had a good beta weekend, and then the game comes out and the people figured out this exploit and it just went absolutely wild. There was one where people were just drawing a massive black box over your screen so you couldn't see. Wasn't that also the game that was burning out people's graphics cards because in the menu there was no hard limit, so people were sitting there with like a 3090 in the menu and it was burning out the graphics card? Oh, we have ads. Let's wait for the ads. I don't understand the reason for uncapped frame rate. Storm, hello, how are you doing? People were drawing a big black of your screen. That looks so good. Thank you. I've been Storm, getting some of the functionality for it working. So I'll show you quickly that. That's the full thing what it's looking like now, which I'm actually really happy with. It came out a lot better than I expected. I'm just getting the, you know, those annoying bits working now, like when you hover, what happens? When you select, what happens? How does that communicate with everything? And at the moment you can currently, it's just a multiplication, you just have 12 level 1s that show up and that's it. Ad's almost done. Hey, Bernardo, you're not streaming today, which means it's sad. I can't raid. I can only raid the nerds once per, a maximum of once per week now. I'm gonna have to start streaming on a Tuesday or a Friday. Everybody should be back now. There we go. We're using one widget to make a list of widgets. So I'm using one widget, and all I'm doing is I'm feeding that one widget all the information it needs. So I've manually added them here, but it's gonna basically read the data table and then set up all of them for me. So there's one stack box which will exist as is, and then on the construction script, how dare you, Temtech? Thank you for the fart, Temtech. And then on the construction script, it will read my data table, see how many it needs to make, and then add them. And then I've preset this up for the correct sizing so that it'll just automatically fill out. Man, I'm dumb. I did that manually on all my grid cell widgets. Oh no, I can't stand doing that. Even if I knew it was going to be the same thing X number of times, I would just put it in a for loop and manually create it. Because in Unreal, if you do it in there's a construction script. There's two construction scripts for UI. There's a event pre-construct, which basically will construct it live while you're busy using the designer. Then there is construct begin event construct, which is what gets called when the widget is created initially. So like that's in game when it's created. So this is why this has the designer time build. iHeart is making cookies. Live stream cooking. Cookie Temptic. Oh, the UK is the only country I've ever been to where 20 degrees feels like you're going to melt. For years now, I always wondered what the pre-construct meant. Yeah, so for example, in here, if I go and I take this, and you see that's its value right now. So we take text block 0, and you go text block 0 get set text hello storm. And if I connect this now, it'll actually run. So if I click compile save, that will run now, and then it puts it to death. I mean, what? Blind and bad. I didn't even see the thing. Theoretically, Sylar said, but I guess he didn't know. I didn't know. Give minute. Happen it will. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Happen it will. Ah, yeah, okay, cool, fine. It's a pity I can't put my glasses back on. So yeah, that's what your pre-constructed script does. And then this one will run when this is actually created. So you can see which order stuff is made. So now we'll go buy. You see in designer time, it still says that. But now if we click play, there you go, pause, menu, start, level select, it says buy, because that's the order that it plays. So is it just for dev mode? I was always wrong in my thoughts that just pre-render it game before spawning. I think it still runs. So no, this, when you build this widget, this runs at like in compile time. So this runs while the widget is open and you're using it, but is design time, because what happens is this will continuously run. But if you want some code to run when this gets created for the first time, then, for example, like you need it to connect to a server in the initial setup, you can do this. So when this is actually constructed, this one is the first one that runs. Then this runs second, and then everything else runs. So this will always be the first thing that always runs, but you can use it in design time if you need to run some code without having to, you know, play the game and then do that kind of play the game and then come back into, because you need the result. Because for example, if you want to set this up like this, but you only want it to happen in design time, you can do that. So that's why that exists. Like there's a lot of other cases. I need a refund. He said it like 50 times. I gave up on that challenge. Like the second I failed, I gave up. Blind and bad. I don't even see the thing. Theoretically, Sylar. Oh, posture check. But I guess you didn't know. I didn't know. Give minute. Happen it will. Can you see my little brain going ding 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 ding? I think I get it. Maybe. What about the canvas? I have a chest in the map. When I open the chest, it spawns some FX and a key. The spawning of the FX and key lags my game for a few seconds. Will pre-construct help? Pre-construct won't help, because unless you pre-create that widget and then reuse it, it won't work, because pre-construct just happens when this gets created for the first time. It's just that you have access to run this in yeah, if you read this, you've got access to this while you're designing your widget, basically. Nemo beat me to it an hour in. I was going to do the high trick. I'm not sure what the FX is doing, but if it's lagging, maybe something's loading and it's loading synchronously, so it's actually like blocking. The best way to do it is to create everything at the start in your HUD class and then display them as you need them. Yeah, and Storm, if you do create it and you decide to hide it, I can put my glasses back on, thank goodness. One thing to remember for the UI widgets in Unreal is pay attention to what visibility type you set it. So if you create a HUD and you're like, okay, make it invisible, you can do a few things. You can create it but not add it to the parent. Then it's constructed, but it's not visible. But when you set the visibility, visible, you'll notice that there's like a whole bunch of options. So collapsed and hidden. So a lot of people just set it to hidden, but that makes it so occupies layout space, but it's not hit test. So if I set this to hidden, it will keep the space, but it won't hit test it. Well, no, then you can make it non-hit test, and then collapses. There was a whole efficiency thing done where it was done by, I think, who is it? Rocksteady, about the different usages of these four. So not visible takes up no space in the layout. Obviously not hit testable, because if you have something that's hit testable, it has to run through its child components or something. There's like some optimization thing. So if you collapse something, it's more efficient than just marking as hidden. Just and for your information to anyone, I have a custom mouse cursor I made in Unreal. It does not work if you use remove all widgets anywhere. You have to use remove from parent, even for event. Oh no, you should, depending on what you're doing, you should never use remove all widgets. You should always use remove from parent. Because with your game, you're probably always going to have some UI that you need to display. I don't think I've ever used remove all widget. What about UI? My HUD class has so much stuff in it. I learned the wrong way. It did work at the time, but broke. I think I actually set up a custom... Yeah, I've got a custom cursor that I set up because I was doing a tutorial on it. I don't remember how I did it. Ah, right, because what happened was I was setting one up for work. I was setting up a custom UI widget, a cursor for Unreal. And there was like a key step that was just not obvious at all, that just trips you up and causes it not to work. And without it, it just... And it's not like something obvious. It's like something that I found after searching through the forums for like 3 hours. So I made a whole tutorial on it because I was like... The main reason I made the tutorial was so that when I forget it, I can go back. I remember what it was. It was like something absolutely just arbitrary. It was like, oh, you have to tick this checkbox, otherwise it doesn't work. And it was like, huh? But why? It's like, well, I don't know. Anyway. So, I have no idea what I was doing. Oh, I wanted to remove the border because I actually don't need it. You notice how there's just funny bugs? Yes. So you'll notice that there was no text on that screen because I went through earlier and I removed all the text that said the game name. Although if you've been paying attention at all throughout the streams, it's been on screen a few times. I'll show you it quickly. Okay, I'll take it away. The not so secret secret, as I call it. Wait, what's stream number mean? 95, 5 to go. Or technically 4, because the streamer's thing. Man, you two are like on the ball with that. I've got a lot of work to do before that stream, Temtic. So, I wanted to change... I keep going to the wrong one. I wanted to change this logic. The hell was that? If you have FX in your widgets, there's a free plugin called Niagara UI. It's pretty easy to convert FX to UI. I have a button breaking. Oh, that's cool. So instead of this, I think what we'll do is we'll change... selected button. And then we will go... save, compile, designer, go back, select that, and then we've got a brush and we've got a brush color. Fine. Now which one of you has the outline? If you uninstall System32, what? That makes your programs run faster? Technically you're not wrong, because your programs run infinitely fast if they don't never run. That made no sense. It's not really the button breaking. It hides the button, spawns a shatter FX, in the shape of the button, so it just breaks like a light shot. Yeah, that's a neat effect though. I like that. Size box border. Is it, which one of the 500 borders is it? I'm guessing it's this one. So desired scale advanced. Cancel. Aha, that's what I'm looking for. Outline settings. That. I want you. Control C. Okay. Compile, save, design a graph. We're not going to set that. Instead, we are going to go like that. Okay. And then we just want that. Control C. Control V. And we can delete all of that, put that in, delete that, go switch, no, select, not a switch, it's a select, add the boolean, add the default get, set get, so selected, so if it is selected, it is true, that is false, that is that, that is that. Now that should work, right? So hover, I need to change that. Eh? Oh. Started C++ when? Never. Never again will I do C++. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow, but... I'm not actually sure. It depends on what I need to do next in the game. We need to promote a variable. Is selected true. Select that. Delete that. Right, so set that. We do that. That and that we can put over there. That and that can go over there. Why do you want C++ so badly? Not C++, just coding. This is coding. What do you mean? This is coding right here. What are you talking about, Temptic? Not, how dare you? That's making a puzzle with extra steps. How dare you? No, I don't want a not, I want a not Boolean. Hooray! I do prefer nodes for the art view. I don't mind the nodes, they're fine. They're not too bad. At least the C++ is better than some other streamers. Well, that's a relief, because I didn't think my C++ was all that good. Tough. Half, is that even C++ he writes? Don't know what game engine they use. Oh goddamn. I don't even think I could code anymore because it's been too long. I would have to refresh. And in Unreal Engine, I have never used anything but nodes and almost have a full game. There's full Steam games that have been released with only blueprints. It's a C-style syntax. The zoom of that is too slow. Aha, guess who entered the wrong value again? Linear color. Design. Keyboard underscore check. VK left. X equal minus X minus equal 5. Okay. Interesting. This chain called GML. I use the nodes still run code behind the scenes. I understand the nodes still run code behind the scenes, but I do like how they have options to set it in stone. Yeah, all the blueprint stuff gets compiled into some coding language. I don't think it's a direct conversion to C++, it might be. It does some stuff. That's better. Save. If you double click a node, it says running C++ or something. Yes, so depending on the node, there is a C++ interface behind it. But not all of them have one. Well, I suppose they do, technically. So for example, you've got a whole bunch of macros that you use. So the loops. So for loop. Can I type, please? The for loop in here isn't C++. It's actually a macro. Which is just a combination of other blueprint nodes. I can't say anything though. My C code looks terrible. It's the duck song. The more I learn about C++, the less I know. I feel like I know. It's just a never-ending cycle of, oh, I didn't know that. I learned that cool thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know nothing. Oh, I need to remember that. I have my sister coming over for dinner. What was I testing? I was fixing you. So I know you're going to here. 0. Okay, compile, save, play. Main menu start, select a level. Hooray! And then I click on you, and then you change color. Might need to make it more apparent. And then you can't hover over it. Fantastic. Might need to make it a bit brighter that is the selected one. Quack. Cool. That's selected. Now I need to make it so that they can, when I select, it notifies the parent that something's been selected. And then once the parent knows that something been selected, it needs to go, right, unselect everything else except for that one. Which means I might change the code for that. I like building blueprints because when you get there, they get larger. It reminds me of alien ships or advanced gun blueprints. The way they all line up. Yeah, that's true. Do you use the there's an add-on you get which makes all the blueprint nodes straight, like 90-degree or like 45-degree angles, like circuitry. Tsukilos, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Oh. How are you doing? I'm doing not too badly. It's 20 degrees at the moment in the UK, and I am melting. And again, I am sitting in a study with a fan on. Oh, hello! Welcome in. Let's give Org a shout out. How was your stream today, Org? Let's search something better than just my UI. Melting at less than 70 is crazy. I know, right? Good morning, good sir. Hello, why you have 15 Yo Anime Boys on your avatar? Only 15? Have you not found the 16th one? I have no idea. I have no idea. How are you doing today, Org? Did you have a good stream? What did you work on? And welcome in, Raiders. I am Silertronic. I am making a tower defense game in Unreal Engine. This is the first level that we would have. It is very small. Today I'm working on some UI elements. We're trying to get the level selection working. I'm slowly climbing the FPS mountain. Nice. Oh, 15-year-old avatar thing. That was the one that was designed for me by my artist. My artiste. I've been using it for years. Maybe since I was 15. Actually, no, it wasn't since I was 15. It was older than that. How did the climb up the FPS mountain go? I do not envy you climbing that mountain, I must say. That is not a part that I'm looking forward to doing. I feel like it's going to be painful. Very painful. Oh my god, is this Temtic? Actually, yes, that is Temtic. That is Construction Otter Temtic. I use it as an Easter egg throughout my out the development when I'm working on something in the menus that is under construction. I wasted a few hours trying to bake shadows, just decide not to use it. But now you know how to bake the shadows, so you learned something. And also you learn the one way not to do something. So, or at least one way that's not going to work for you. So there's that. Temtic hates Unreal Engine, by the way. He do. He's literally sitting here go, why not use Godot? Like, just use Godot. Well, why do you still here? Bake shadows an acquired taste. I failed at that too. Whoops. I have no idea what optimizations I'm going to make. I don't even have a full settings menu yet. Like that's it. You can adjust the volume. There's no sounds in the game yet, but you can adjust the volume. You can select a language, well, kind of. There's no other languages in the game, but the menu exists. I realized later, I couldn't use bake shadows anyway. I just ended up switching my Moonlight to stationary. Ah, right. Glitching shadows is a peculiar taste. I've actually seen that a lot with Unreal Engine. Also with view distance, the shadows, you see, they're just popping in and out because of how far I have the view distance set to. Which ultimately isn't a problem for me because the user will probably be restricted to a max of this height anyway. Oh, you might see it. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that's actually correct now. That's incorrect. Oh, no, it is. Who knows? I will play with that when in due time. Also, I realized later. All right, you said. I mean, shimmering. Oh, the shimmering. Are you using DLSS at all? I haven't dealt much with shadows and optimization yet, so I have no ideas. But if I run into that, now I know who to go and ask. So yeah, the challenge is trying to keep the FPS with a full landscape of trees and dynamic day-night cycle on a 360. Well, if it runs on a 360, it'll run on anything, right? So you've got that for you. You know, if it runs there, you're good to go. I'm glad you're not trying to do something too hard, you know, start off with something gentle and easy, you know, you're just like, put it right up there and go with it. I'm building it on 360. The target is the Steam Deck. Oh, wow. Do you have a Steam Deck that you tried out on? I am not targeting Steam Deck. I tested on stream. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. How's it looking on the Stream Deck then? You can probably pull up the VOD to see. Oh, let me have a look. Man, you streamed for 7 hours. Where were you testing it? Ah, there we go. There you were dealing with the shadow maps. Go to the end.
It better. It doesn't need to compute the points over your entire landscape.
Was this running on the Steam Deck?
That is in the view. I mean, I don't see how that would improve it. Because if I type in
Man, the game looks pretty though.
What do you call it?
It should be after I move to the.
Is it called?
Is it here?
Port. I would.
Let me take a look.
Bet that it doesn't. Menu UI. I will go down such a deep rabbit hole.
It's looking so good. Right before that. Come on, Twitch. Oh, that's a viewers project. Ah. Oh, this looks like something's happening. Oh, there we go. Aha! It's loading. Let's have a look. How big is the game? Ah, 1.6 gigs. It'll probably be smaller once it's cleaned up. All the test levels. Yeah, I know the feeling of that. I have so many test levels. So this is running then on the Steam Deck. It looks really good. Hydrate. Thank you to Nebrion. $30+, that's not bad. I see why you're trying to get like more FPS and stuff. So are you targeting 60 then? Stretch. Oh. And don't sit like a shrimp. Thank you very much, Jenny Brown. You think 60 FPS on a Steam Deck is impossible? Just chop it down to artistic style. If you can get it just to run it like 30, just say it's there. It was trying to do it like that. Not without it being blurry as fuck. I mean, your game is using 1.3 gigs of memory, which is like not bad. Ah, right, you're trying to reduce the render resolution to see how much of a difference it makes. 30% percentage. Does the Steam Deck get quite hot when you start running your game? You haven't implemented FSR yet? Nice. What development mode? Also, you're running the development mode, aren't you? Which isn't as optimized. I'm not sure how much difference it makes from the GPU side. But I think like shipping or test builds are a lot more optimized, aren't they? But I don't think that's going to give you like 20 FPS extra. I love the color change that you've implemented when you like sprint or you dash. I tried with shipping, barely made a difference. Okay, fair enough. I'm kind of glad I'm not developing for Steam Deck. It seems like quite a hassle. I implemented that all that a year ago. I don't remember what I did back then at all anymore. Don't worry, I don't remember half the stuff I've implemented. I'm guessing you're going to release this on PC as well. I mean, it's going to look stunning on PC. How feature complete is your game at the moment? Is it sort of just at the optimization stage now? I was more worried about the Switch, but Switch 2 release, so that should run fine if it works on Steam Deck. True. I have all the mechanics, just need levels. Nice. That's exciting. Do you have a link for the game that we can put in chat? I could probably get it from your stream at some point, but I thought maybe that would just be easier for everyone. Thank you. Let's add that to my wish list. And we'll give it a follow so we know when stuff happens. It looks so good. Part of me wants to buy a Steam Deck just for the lols to see how badly my game runs on one. I'll do that for the lols, and then when I get like a 5 FPS, you won't feel too bad anymore. Just run it in Linux VM with Steam Deck specs. I could do that as well. Oh, by the way, Hexic, look. I'm running a Linux Mint at the moment, actually. The levels might take a while, so I'm just optimizing everything. Small assets until then. What do you mean, oh no? I don't have my server to run stuff with yet. It's coming. Hyper-V is mid. Yeah, but Hyper-V is super simple. You just go make this and it's done in like 5 minutes, and then I can just test stuff out. There's actually so much stuff running on my PC at the moment. I've got Hyper-V running. I've got Docker containers running. Yeah, it's bad. Even on PC, it uses VirtualBox or QME. But yeah, oh, this is looking fantastic. It's exciting. This is also not very practical level. I'm just running the worst case maximum tree situation. I mean, that's fair. I mean, Org probably hates me after I kept breaking his game constantly. Tempting. You seem to have a habit of doing that, don't you? Remember how you broke the Nerds game recently as well? I suppose that makes you a really good beta tester, because if it works for you and it doesn't break, the odds are it's going to work for everyone else at this point. I'm running the marketplace bot on my PC right now because I turned Optic server off because I'm hardly using it. Can't you take the Hexic? Could you not run that in a Docker container? Because then you could just like move it around. Bernardo knows. He knows the headache. I already fixed your bugs. I tried, but it doesn't work on Linux. Ah, right, okay. Oh yeah, he knows for sure. I broke the game a couple of times too. That's why I've got you as one of the beta testers, technically, because I know you'll find that one situation where something is broken. To be fair, I just started picking up this project back up after a year. That's impressive, because stuff that I wrote a year ago, I can't even look at anymore because I don't understand what I was trying to do. And I didn't write enough comments, which is my bad. It's almost at the point where with some of the aspects of my game, it's just easier to rewrite the stuff than figure out how it's working. Although I have looked at some stuff and go, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought. But yeah, Org, that's looking amazing. Nicely done. Advantage, I'm very good at breaking my own game. True. Your game's going to be bug-free. I suppose if anyone manages to find a bug in your game, that'll be impressive, right, Temtic? So my games are very polished due to that. Fair. I want to rewrite the game, but I wrote way too much last year. It's faster to read through the comments. There are some systems that I won't rewrite. There's too much going into them now. I am optimizing some of them. So for example, I'm going to do a bit of a refactor on my attack system for the towers. Because what I've realized is the current way doesn't allow me to... I don't like how it's currently working. It doesn't give me... So like if I put a turret down, it'll attack, which is fine. So that all works fine, but I'm wanting to add stats. So when I click on the tile and I click upgrade, I can add stats to them. That needs to be integrated into them, as well as there's a number system which the enemies need to be able to display how much damage they're taking. Yeah, I mostly have that VF visual effect just so that I know that it's actually attacking. I also have stats now, but it's trash. Ah, stats are cool. Oh, fun fact, my stats menu is broken. That's new to me. But my upgrade menu works, so there's that. Why is there a W? Note to self, there's a random W on one of my widgets. It's basically feature complete, so I feel like it doesn't make sense to rewrite just because I don't remember where things are. That's fair. That's very fair. Where did you post it, Temptic? Aha. What? We'll go to dip. It was a fun stream, so I'll see you soon. Thank you very much, Riley. Keep well. It was really nice, though. The start area felt very complete, in my opinion. Nice. What is this, Temptic? So what stats are you going to track? Number of times the flipper was used, number of balls, maximum number of points. Let's start with, I didn't even think of those stats. Oh, I just meant power. Oh, right. So upgrades. My current plan is to remake the demo from being a random level to being an actual start of the final game. Ah, nice. I will be right back. I'm gonna have a quick ad break because I need to go get some more water since I finished it. So I'll be right back. I'll see you guys now.
Yeah. Love. Yeah. You must walk on water cause I'm drowning and you made it. Met you on the corner, first in love, it was payday. Candy colored nails, match the candy coated bands. I needed your contact, my eyes bugging out my head. Cause you hot as shit, nah, I just the African. Not no bottom bitch, top notch out of here. Love me like I love myself, love it when she smile at me. White teeth with a heart of gold, and I'ma put a diamond in it. Ring, 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 love calling me. Ring like the camera is free, when she calling me. Ring, 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 love calling me. Ain't gon' be a man to pick you up, you stay down for me. Eyes closed, arms out, flying. Red Bull, babe, you give me wings, pilot. Girl, I love your voice, sound like love calling me. Love called again, and I ain't miss a call yet. When she round me, she come first and she quick. She say she feel my emotions when I just give thanks, can't believe we in the same bed. God do it best, shout out to my angel, she a mess. Clean up when she stressed, never stressing me. Lucky please, I'm the luckiest, feel it in my chest. Treasure you, I swear,
You did spawn out of nowhere. And ads are over. What good timing. You just played it. No. What you played was just a way for me to showcase what you can do in the game. The actual start of the game doesn't have the boy until later. Yeah. I did make some great screenshots for Steam though. Yeah, I feel like I need a logo and the screenshots and some gameplay, and I'm good to put it up on Steam, but I also feel like I'm so far away from just that. Yeah, you got a logo, like, I feel like you had a logo before we even had a game. Like, it just looked and bam, you had a logo in a game. I was like, I'm just sitting here like, cool. Like, you didn't seem to go through any of the struggles that some of us have gone through, which is like, what's the title? What's the logo? What's the theme? And you're just like, done. I kindly ask Panda for one. I suppose that's a smart idea. I'm just thinking where I can put this as a final Easter egg. Tempting, I have your permission to use this, right? Of course, cool. I'm gonna put it. One of the places it's going is at the end of the. I want to put it. I want to make it credits, and I want to put it in the credit screen. The valiant construction otter for all their assistance. File a lawsuit against you when it's out. That would be smart. It would be smart. I even want to design a legal documents to state you can use it. That'd be helpful. Okay, now I need to actually... Let me think, what do I want to do? So, go to the designer. Take that, put that there. Go and get the... This needs to be an actor. An actor! Stack box is a variable. Since it's stack box, what we're going to do is on begin play.
Learn to read, you blind atomic human. Want to sign a document? NTO design. SMH my head.
I want to sign a legal document to state you can use it. Isn't that what I said? I don't remember what I said. I probably said you wanted to design one and I can't read. Yes. I mean, obviously. You said design. Like, some of the letters are there. I'm wearing glasses. I'm obviously blind, Temptic. I'm blaming it on that, not my lack of ability to read. What is the thing I'm looking for? Oh, stack box. Okay, we get the stack box. We go clear. Clear children. And that's going to be on begin play, which I can never remember. It's called something else. It's the blind man. And it's the police. They're coming for me because I can't read. Why'd you do that, Temptic? on stream yesterday, I think I had a look. There was like 700 and something messages at the end of the stream, and I was thinking, wait, how many of those would just screenshot? Because it times you out after what, 100? So 100 of the 700 messages that were sent was just you sending screenshot. So now, there we go. Okay, then we need to get the data table that builds this. So let's go and find either the one or one. Did we dock you? Why are you? I hate it when it's not docked. What are you called? You're called data something. It's just pulls by data tables. I don't have too many things. Okay. It could be TD levels. It could be map levels. It could be... Okay. It is TD levels. And then we have a map file, which I hate. Wait, I'm confused. It's a texture. Oh, there's a map file. Right. I wanted to rewrite the struct because I was sad that the struct didn't allow me to... But the struct wanted me to do it in a different way. I have an idea. Silo, you're not doing what he's told you. What? What do you tell me? Who are we talking about? The struct? No, I don't like the struct. I want to remake it. Tempting wanted me to do some C++, so we can do some C++ now. Although, what did the struct ever do to you? The struct insulted me. The struct said that you may not have access to a soft object. You must have that as another struct. We're actually doing it. We're going to do some C++, yes. I just need to find out where I'm going to store it. Honestly, like 30% of doing C++ for me is where should I store this thing that I want. It's not a tower component, so we do close that. It's not a widget. It's not an item. It's not a utility. Let's just go like this. Where is the most collection of structs currently? Finally, some proper C++. Oh, that's brave. That is brave of you to assume. I like the C parts of C++. Okay, so we've got tile utility, data module, no, save game, game mode utility. Imagine anything around here is proper. True. Let's make a new folder. Aren't you 25 years experienced? X AAA dev? God, no. What do you mean? 25. No, I'm not 25. I'm 50. 50 years. And in fact, I work for Quad A, X Quad A, you know? So how do we to Blizzard it today? What, do you want me to say that I work for Blizzard Entertainment every 5 minutes? Sila got the coolest job. I'm DL jealous. Trying to keep him away from the bottle. Power Pass, god damn it. At this rate, I'm gonna need to get a voice changer to make my voice higher. You just broke the DRM of a hype map generator? How did you do that? I disassembled it and removed it entirely. Of course you did. Somehow I'm not even surprised. Because I didn't want to pay for Polar Noise Generator that I couldn't write myself, but I couldn't be asked to. I mean, like... that works. Technically, it's not a class. Okay, fine. Do not move that. Right, so file, new, class, struct. Technically, you're going to be a collection of structs. So, tower defense struct dot. Let's go with that. We technically don't need a CQQ file, actually. Oh my god. What? Are you judging my C++ code already? Dare you? That's not right. No, I'm a newbie myself. Oh. What is this, Unreal? Okay, we're gonna go with this. Delete that, yes. Because we don't need it. Then we're gonna go into here. We're gonna copy that. Actually, copy that. Then go back into that. Go like that. Paste that. Wait, where am I? Actually, we don't need that. What we want is... what was the struct that we wanted to call? So ustruct. Blueprint. Is it blueprint type? Yeah, let's go with blueprint type. Then you're mad. Why are you mad? Why are you mad, bro? Oh, really? I mean, that makes sense. So then what do we want? We want, let's go with TD, level, map struct. What is a ustruct? A ustruct is an Unreal Engine struct. So basically we're saying technically it's a macro. So because this is C++ and we've created a struct, that's fine. But Unreal Engine's Unreal header tool doesn't know that we want to use this anywhere else other than in C++. So by saying that this is a U struct and saying that it's a blueprint type, it's basically a macro, so that when the Unreal header tool comes in, it goes, oh, that exists here, so I need to tell the reflection system that you want to be able to use this in blueprints. So that when I go to blueprints, did I close Unreal there? Here, when I create a data table, it actually has access to that. Then again, I could just directly create the data table. So let me show you. So we do that, we got F, so TD map struct. And what did we want? We wanted, let's just go with F name. F name. And call it, you'd think I could remember the word level name. Level name. Save, right? We'll just save that. Can you stop using U to represent you? I hate it. No, I'll fight you. Okay, let's restart it. And now, oh, right. Also, I didn't tell Unreal header tool that it needs that, so it's mad at me. This generate body, don't I need something? No, it's fine. This generate body takes this and converts it to use other stuff. I'm going to draw the info and stats on the board, but instead to the shop. Oh, Sila, any news about the Axes letter change? Oh, for Unreal Engine. I've seen some photos in the wild about it, that it's starting to be implemented into 5.6. Does UE support modules, by the way, instead of includes? It does use, it has modules. So most of Unreal Engine is actually written in modules. Where is a good example of that? A lot of the core systems contain, like, there's modules all over the place, basically. I don't have access to this. Oh, actually, this is an engine source, isn't it? Source. Developer. Oh, that's not what I want. Runtime third party. No, I don't have the... I can't show you the stuff because this is not the other one. Because I think he is 20... because I think he is 25 years experience dev. Because he writes not modern C++. Oh, who's that? So now, if I go back into here, let's find TD level map. Go show in files, Explorer level data. Okay. New data table. That one. Select TD. It did not work. TD game stats. Click that one. TD. Be right back, food time. Bye, Semtic. Oh, that's not what I wanted to copy. Whoops. Do I have to create the data table myself? Wait, what did I call it? I forgot the thing that I just wrote. Map struct. Map. TD save data. So why is TD save data work? So TD save data. Ah, the struct has to be a thing. Okay, fine. Colon. I always forget that. Nope. Insert that. Save. Enter. That we need. We've got core minimum, right? Yes. Save. Restart the engine. I want food now. Why would you mention food to me? That completely broke my my UI, my message app. It just came out like that. RIP app. Yeah, for some of the add-ons it doesn't work well, but I can see it on the Twitch side, so it's fine. I love this error. EOS just invalid parameters. Like, okay, thank you. Okay, now in theory, if I go to core, is it map? Is it level data? Maps, level data. So new data table. Select TDM. There we go. TD map struct. Click OK. So TD level. Select level data. There we go. Save, add. So you'll see now new row. We add. Hello, please add. I forgot to add a U property. This is going very well today. Generate code. Don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break. You're gonna make me read. Well done. Okay, anyway. Oh, you see, it says hot reload TD, no, struct 1. So the structure's changed. I need to reload this now. Anyway, so what else did we want? Let's start with that. So we want a map texture. So if we go to this, we want a texture 2D. So we want T soft object pointer. And what is texture 2D? Texture 2D. That one. Texture. No, this is going to be called map image. Fine. Duplicate. Move that down and turn that. Then, oh, this is the fun part. We want it's a U world object. So T soft object pointer U world. I think that's right. That one I'm not sure about. We'll check that one anyway. So we want that. Then we want we want that. Copy again. Boolean. Bool. Is technically it should be that. I'm not going to call it B. I know we're supposed to, but I don't want to do that. So Boolean will be is multi-lane. I'm going to set the default to false. Actually, does it really matter? Nah, it doesn't. I'll have a default anyway. I think it actually is by default by false. Anyway, then we've got a map image, we've got a map file. Map file. Then I want to have level name. So that's display level name. Hold on. This is actually display level name. I'm wondering if this might be an idea. What we do is we have another field, and when the property value for map file changes, we fetch the name from it, instead of having to have a getter on it. So I think we can do that. Hold on, let me see something. Let's try this. You can go there. U function. Blueprint pure. Doesn't really matter. That. Okay, so F name get level. Get map name, technically. Get map. You see, they call about different things. It's a level, but it's a map, but it's a world. We're gonna go with get map name. And what we're going to do is we're going to return if map file dot is valid, so it is set. We're going to return map file dot what was that helper function that I wrote? Function library, rotate around center. Eh? Did I seriously write a whole function? I did. That is fascinating. I'm just as surprised as I am to see that I wrote a thing to do a thing. Game, resource save, module, upgrade, utility, TD, sort enemies. Wow, you cooked. Ah, gets asset soft name, that's what I want. Oh, it's literally just get asset name. Get asset name. Why are you unhappy? Alt. Oh, it's an F string, of course. Return F string. Why are you unhappy? Bruh, why? Invalid use of the keyword U function. It may only appear in a class. Whoops. Well, of course it's get asset name, duh. I know, right? Like, silly me, I mean... I don't want to convert this to a class, so we're just not going to have that as a value. Unless I rewrite the data table itself to... I can't be asked. I'll just use the function that I made. Okay, we're going to gently close down Unreal Engine. Just let it, you know, gracefully shut down. There we go. Log exit. Editor has shut down. Can we see where that actually gets called? I suppose I... We can go to the engine. So here's the shutdown. Oh, finish destroy. There you go. Look at that. Where is that? Always like a slow crash. The white glaze over the screen while it freezes. Ah, chef's kiss. This needs to already clean up. Oh, that's a warning. So if the world exists, it goes, warning, world player is still active, right? And then what does it do with it? F. Nothing. It just goes, whatever, and just goes to the rest of the execution and goes, meh, get wrecked. Shutdown derived data for workers. Oh, that just goes G build workers reset. Okay, fine. What is this, Unreal? What? What? How dare? Oh, because it's you want the engine directory, and then that's disgusting. I'm surprised that's not a better function. May I also do warnings to ban people if I'm not a mod? I don't think so. Who do you want to warn? Leaves you there sitting to mouse click or not to mouse click. How philosophical. Philosophical. I can't speak today, but I mean, that's no surprise. It's another stream. Just bad behaving people like me. You want to give yourself a warning. Hydrate. What about the trifecta, Tenebrion? I'll give you a warning. I gave you a warning called a warning. How about that? So much for the timer. All right, hydrate. Oh my god, I was just walking on something. How did you both redeem posture check? You didn't manage to read it? It said a warning. You received a warning that said a warning. Double shrimp check. Also, every time you give me a stretch, I always feel like I should warn you that I'm over 30. So there is a possibility that exists that I stretch and I just crack in half. Super potato chip redeem. Yes. Hey, Unreal, remember when we discussed open the stuff that was open that I had opened previously and I clicked yes and you opened all of them except the one that I needed that was open? Do you remember that? No? Okay, fine. You just open the ones that you feel is necessary, not the one that I actually wanted. Oh, it's because it's broken. Of course it is. Fun fact, Cider isn't a shrimp, he's actually a Pringle. That kind of UE, huh? I have a bag of dirt in my room. Are you Captain Jack Sparrow? UE Day, yes it is. Can I... How do you reparent this? Asset? Yeah, but how do I Can you do that? Change a data table struct. Unreal Engine. Change data table struct. What? I got a jar of dirt. I don't watch anime. Do you need your homeland dirt with you to regain power? I planted some plants. Ah! Oh, that was a story from 2016. I planted some plants to eat, very powerful stuff. Nice. If you don't plant plants, are they still plants or are they not plants? That is not helpful at all. Can I just... You know what we do? We go like this. We go F2 rename to enter. Then we go delete. Yes. Then we go data table. Or data table, like that. Then we select TD map. We spell it right. Map struct, we click OK. And then we go TD, select level data. Then we have that. Then we go open. Now all of a sudden, we have nothing. But there is data. Editing this value in the struct default is not allowed. Of course it isn't, because why would I have set that up properly? Visible anywhere. Fucking dependencies, delete it all. You have no power here. I'll hit you with my diamond. Your Windows Explorer isn't going to help you now. How dare you? One more complicated question like that and you'll be banned. You've been warned. I have a bag of turd in my room. He's Captain Jack Sparrow, I tell you. Ah! What is this? EOS SDK config data watermark minus some very large number. Schedule next SDK configuration data update. Time 35.683495 milliseconds. That's very specific. That kind of looks like a very small number. Well, if you consider that numbers are infinite, then yes. But then how long do you say that a number is that is qualified for small if numbers are infinite? Because even a trillion is a small number if you look at the scale of infinite numbers. It's negative. Seriously? Did Unreal, I have some questions. My questions revolve around the entire thing. Why did you not save my file, demon engine? The fuck you fuck up so bad the area codes are negative. It's impressive. Not only is your condition not true, it's anti-true. It's that impressive. Hooray! Now we can go level 1. Save. Level 1. 3. Kills. Mountain. It took me like 3 days. Name. Is it multi? No. Name. display name. Rocky, I don't know, Rocky Mountain. Save. I not actually have level 1. You're not a valid level name. Okay, what other data do I actually need? So we need the level thing, which is just an index. Nobody cares about that. Then it's the Rocky Mountain. And whether it's single or double. And then an image. The complete... how the hell are we going to store if it's complete? That we need to get somewhere else. Also, the unlock levels we need to get somewhere else. So that's not a pain at all. We need to have something where we can query. Oh, goddamn. This might be the first time I get to see Silent Rage quit a dev stream, and it's kind of exciting. Next week we could come back like, so I fixed everything, cough, git restore, cough. You're not wrong, but I just realized the problem with how this is set up. Well, actually, no, it's set up fine, because that data struct exists to set up this, how it needs to be. It just gives me no information at all about what levels are unlocked. So now I need to store some other collection of data that says, hey, by the way, you have unlocked levels A, B, C, D, and you have also, what's the word? Let me rephrase it. You've unlocked these levels and you've completed these levels. That's fine. We can do that. We've got set up what, so we've got one that says this is what you display, and then we've got another that goes, this is the correct state of the stuff to display because this is what the user has and hasn't completed. So let's open my favorite dev thing. Now I'm gonna have to close my eyes for a second while I open this and look away because it's going to open onto white, which is, you know, flashbang territory. God, I'm sitting like a shrimp. I can feel it. Okay, so let's have a look at this, right? So if we go to, I have no idea what I'm doing. Surprisingly, somewhere here, we've got two things. We'll do it over here. We've got 2 rows, 1, 2, and we've got static data, and then we've got state. How to, what is the initial data we need? Right, so we have that. We're going to make this smaller. We're going to put that there. Then we have how has the user progressed through this data, right? Now, I know this sounds like I've lost the plot, and the answer is I have, but there's some method to this madness. So that's what Agile feels like. Yes, exactly. So we've got I like pretty colors, so we're going to go with pretty colors. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to put this to the side there, and then I'm going to click away. Yeah. So we have level name. Closes stream and walks away. Level map image. I'm cooking, let me cook. Map file location. Whatever. Single or multi. Single lane multi T lane. Also, there's a dash there, and it's spelled like that. Let him cook, let him cook. Oh, that's such a cool emote. Why does Mezu have a leave emote? I mean, it's brilliant, but why? Pog. Okay, so that's what we have for the static data, right? Is that all we need? It seems too simple. I don't like it. Then why did you find another rabbit? Someone else that's done a rabbit emote of also leaving. That's so cool. Every time I look at it, I'm like, I need more emotes. I need more cool emotes. So let's change the color. I like blue, so we'll go with blue. Actually, I like green, so we'll go with green. And these, I'm going to change to blue because I like blue. It makes no sense, but it doesn't need to. So now we need to know, has level completed? It's funny because the leave animation is just scale down and shake. She stole my stare emote. God damn, you're right. The emotes that I think I want to get next are clappers and noted. I want a clap emote and I want a noted one. There's a long cat. Oh no. Oh, I thought you ended your stream. No, not yet. When did you think I ended my stream? Long wolf. So has completed level. I came back and it was on something else. I think my cat changed it. Lol. Your cat didn't like my stream. That's what I'm hearing. Look, it's an ultra long temp tick. Wait, can I make this super long? There we go. I can fit in ultra long temp tick now. Cool. So we got has completed level. Is that all we need? Oh, and then we could do a query for, because I want to handle this separately, unlocked towers, because I want a specific thing to handle this. They still chase your mouse cursor. So that's the map related save data that I need. So now I need to connect those two systems together somehow. I think technically I've done some of it. I'm just wondering, what is a good way of saying that a level is being complete? Because what I'd like is here's the thing about the save data that I need to make sure I get right, is that if at some point I decide to add 3 more levels to the game, let's say 4 more because I'm working sets of 4s, and I modify the array, or I modify something, it needs to just work without resetting the data. I have a 75-inch TV as my computer screen. I built a plexiglass and wood case for it so it can't get damaged because a cat can... Because I run a cat sanctuary with over 70 cats. That's so cool. I made a struct instead for the save data. That way you can use set members. All right. That's a big TV. So I'm actually massive on your screen right now. Even though I'm like not even a quarter of my screen. I'm like 1/8 of my screen. Maybe less than that. Maybe 1/16. So yeah, that's what I need to solve is I need to have a good way that this file can increase where I can add more maps and the save doesn't shit the bed. Because I think at the moment what I do is I set the save file to have X number of unlocks. What I could do is when a level is complete, we broadcast that a level is being complete and we do a save. Why is that got an error? Chrome is so weird. There can be an error while signed in. It's a big 4K TV. I don't think it meant to run Unreal because I'm missing features like World Movement Tools Gizmo, the blue option in the top right of the window editor. So I have to remember the shortcuts. That's weird that it doesn't have those. Miro. Miro is great. Because if I look at the save game at the moment, go like this. Save game.h. Girth is like saying meat, fat, large, diameter. This I don't like. So I'm not sure I'm even going to do that. Is complete. Game stats doesn't matter. Tower data. Aha, there's we go. Now we got the tower data. So my save game struct has like 30 variables. If you have the if you save the game once, it checks one box by set members and activates a few things. Adding a struct is non-invasive. What I'm thinking of doing is just having an array where I push the name. It might just be the simplest way of doing it. See, I've got an array of map save data. So what I might do is do a set. So where we do tset or tmap actually, where we go f string, which is the name of the map. So maybe what I do is I could do a string, but basically every map has to have a unique name. We could do that. I'm just wondering. Wandering. I would store. Where's Unreal one? Would be a unique identifier for each map. Where is Unreal? Did I close Unreal? Oh, there it is. I'm just blind. We don't want to store it as a file name. This actually needs to be... Okay, so Rocky Mountain actually needs to be an F name. Because I need that to be convertible. So if we go back to this, it is an F name. Then why do you not allow me to set F name should allow me to make the field modifiable, as in I can link it to this thing. What do you call it? This text. The text is wait. What is the type? Get text. Get text. What is your type? Is it type text? Oh, it's literally called type. Is it? Yeah, F text. What is F text? Considering it's sitting underneath F culture. Oh, it's a friend. So it's F text is what I need. Get down. Ba, ba, ba. Compile, save, close Unreal Engine, graceful, start Unreal Engine. Um, What's broken? It sounds like everything's effed up. Effed? Nah, it's fine. Everything will be fine. We'll just set everything on fire. Yes, I want to open. Why? Other than Unreal Engine opening on the wrong screen. Aha, look, it works. So now I have the option of, do I name each one of my levels 1 to X? So do I put the keyword in as level 1, or do I put the keyword in as its English value? Because that's subjective to change at the moment. So I feel like I should put in level 1. UI underscore level 1 underscore. The nice thing about these compile times is that the CPU is heating up. You can make a pizza. True. I never trust file names or even extensions for the matter at face value. Makes sense. Yeah, repeats is done. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna go with level. Oh, I broke upgrade level. Whoops, what was in there? So let's add level underscore 01 underscore name, and we'll call this Rocky Mountain. Save, and then we'll just make a bunch of placeholders. Add level 2, and then we'll just call that level 2 until we have the name. Level 2 name. Add. Yay, pizza! I'm so jealous. Level 3. Level. Add. 4. 4. As you should be, how dare you? Six. Eight. 9. 10. 11. And 12. Cool, so that'll be that. Actually, let's go with that. Let's go 6. 7. So, can I have the numlock? Does numlock not work here? It does, it just apparently doesn't work for me. 8. 9. How did you mess that up? That's 8. That's 9. And that's 10. That's 11. And that's 12. So I can count. Fantastic. That's right. Add spit. Spits, get out of here. Good time for you to do. I'll be right back. Let me go speak to Bubbles quickly.
In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?
Did you happen to see the new Maratori talk that released recently? You think the guy went around pissing in people's drinking water the way they're acting? No. What happened? Is it the one released 2 days ago? The big OOP? I did talk with big OOPs. What did they get upset about? Because I'll probably go and watch that.
Feeling like I'm second best, someone that you could forget. Got me drinking.
Most of the people upset are more upset about the title than anything else. Ah, fair. Mary Loss, hello, how are you doing? You can tell a lot of people reacted without watching the video. Ah, that sounds about normal. I'm good, and you? I'm pretty good, thank you. We can set it to the data. The row name has to be unique, right? Level 1. Aha. So we can use the row name as the individual identifier then. So level 2. So to answer my own question from earlier, this one. Use data table row name as they are unique. Add them to a list when a level is complete. User has finished. Okay, so has level complete. That, like that, select that, go like that, make that gray so we can actually see it. Good to hear. Be right back, shower time. Good luck. The talk itself was rather mild compared to some of his own videos. Good luck, Stinky. Goddamn. Fair enough. Alright, I need to raid out because I need to actually go and get start dinner because my sister needs to come over for dinner tonight. I will not see you next week Saturday. I'm going out for a lunch thing. So I'll be back probably next week Sunday. I know, Sikilos, just in time for when you thought, oh, this dude actually streams consistently on a Saturday. I'm out, you know. Just say you hate us. What do you mean? It's not us, it's just one particular person. No, I'm kidding. I joke, I kid. Yeah, It comes back just in time. Hi, Braxton. That sussy mode is perfectly timed. Bye, Sada. And Rain, bye. Goodbye. Who are we raiding today? Who's live? Who can we raid?
Hey, it doesn't need to matter.
Thank you, Twitch homepage. Thank you very much. We're gonna raid Mydrong, yes. Let's do it, raid. Hey, cool, catch you next time. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure. There's the silent raid for all of you. There's your raid message. Thank you all for stopping by. I'll see you next week Sunday. There won't be a Saturday stream because I'm out next week Saturday. I hope you have a good rest of your day. For those that want to, we have a Discord where we speak about things and other things and mostly server stuff. Oh, yes, Temtic. You went to shower and we're leaving. Goodbye. And we have a YouTube where we post clips from the stream. Can you leave a note for Temtic? He's showering. But yes, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will catch you probably next week Sunday. If not sooner. Well, probably not sooner. Next week Sunday is the soonest. I don't know what I'm talking about. I saw the raid right before leaving my room. Fair enough. And Moraine, Temtic, Zukilos, Memulos, Braxton. Thank you all. I'll see you very, very, very soon. Bye for now. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.